Hello. Welcome to this channel. My jaw hurts so much right here. The stress has definitely gotten to me. I'm just like so tense. My posture is so bad. After 5 years in the military, maybe it's just getting older. Is it the military? Is it just my age? Is it the stress? Why am I so stressed out all the time? And it just gets to me so much right here. And then not to mention like the bloating, like the stress eating, and I'm just always bloated and in pain. And anyway, that's my life right now. And my living room is a mess. I am currently moving, I'm sweating, I'm disgusting, I smell bad, I'm tired. Life is great right now. I'm having a blast. It's just me, and I wish you could see my living room right now because the TV's on the floor. I've got fake plants just huddled in a corner. I've got baskets and bags just over here waiting for me to organize it, and I am procrastinating by watching videos about why people quit their corporate jobs and have followed their passions. And I am here to tell you that me too. I want to do that as well. And I'm also here to kind of talk about my story and kind of my journey with these other people. And so I am currently quitting my job. I had said, see you later. It takes me about a year to quit my job, so I'm in the process. And I have had naysayers left and right coming at me, telling me, hey, we think you are making a terrible decision quitting your job. Do you know what job stability is? That's what you're leaving. Do you know how expensive health insurance is? And I hear you. I am listening. I have pulled my refrad packet. I've put it back in. I've applied for jobs. I said no to those jobs. I have gone back and forth. I have given my mom whiplash. And I'm at the point where I don't want to tell people anything that's happening with me. I am so frustrated with people asking me, Taylor, what are you doing with your life? I have no idea. And when I do have an idea, I might change the idea, and then I have to tell you, and I have to say, hey, I changed my mind. And they say, you can't just go through life changing your mind and jumping back and forth between all of these different things. And, you know, I understand, I get it. And I am taking this time, this 6 months, this year, after me deciding to get out of the military, to kind of figure out what I'm doing. And so at the start of the pandemic, I had no social life. I wasn't allowed to see anybody. I wasn't allowed to do anything. And so I, locked myself inside. I bought a GMAT book and I studied, and I said, hell with it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the GMAT and apply to all of these schools. And if I get in, I get in. If I don't, I don't. Like, let's see where this goes. And so I did not do very well on the GMAT. I'm not going to lie. I am terrible with tests. I studied for about a month straight, night and day, 5 a.m. until 9 or 10 p.m. On the weekends, I would study all day. And then I went to JRTC in the Army, so that's Louisiana. And I was in the field for a month, and I got out, and I completely forgot everything. I got into Ohio State, luckily, thank you, thank God. And I'm like, all right, let's do this. I'm gonna get out of the military. What am I doing with my life? So I would listen to podcasts. I would listen to Find Your Purpose podcast. I would listen to Clubhouse. I was on Clubhouse every day, all day, listening to people talk about money and success and finance and finding your purpose. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read a bunch of other books. I started reading real estate books because I wanted to get into real estate investing. I still do, but since I'm quitting my job and the market's really bad right now, I will work on that. And so, I was like doing my oil paintings, listening to Find My Purpose podcast, and finally, I think I found my purpose again for the 10th time. And now I want to be an entrepreneur. And so going into the MBA, I was like, you know what? The STEM MBA looks really good. I could get a really good IT job with this, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work for corporate. So now over here, I want to be an entrepreneur. And then I have people over here telling me, hey, the school system's so messed up, it's not going to be productive. You're going to be wasting your money. And this guy told me, I said, no, it's free. Like, I have the GI Bill, it's fine. And he said, Taylor, it's not free. It is going to cost you the amounts that you would be making had you just taken a full-time job. So if I was making, say, 6 figures off the bat out of the military, technically this MBA is costing me $200,000. But what do I want to do? I have no idea. And if I do want to start my own business, like, I want to follow my passions. I love photography. I love tattoos. Right now I'm learning to be, I'm a tattoo apprentice, and I'm trying to learn how to do that, which is a really hard job to get into. And I have all of these dreams. This is my 2-year gap year, and yes, I know most people will be like, Taylor, going to grad school is not a gap year. That's really hard work. I know. But I can't just sit there and do nothing. Like, maybe after my MBA, maybe I'll, if I really feel like I need a gap year, I'll do that. But this, coming off of 5 years off the military and entering a new career, I have my GI Bill, and people keep telling me, they're like, don't waste your GI Bill. You have the rest of your life. You don't know what you want to do. Don't waste it. And I think for us women out there, it's interesting when other people give you advice, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, I want to have a family. I want to get married. I want to have kids eventually. Now, since I'm not married, I don't have kids, I can be selfish. I can take time and not work. I can take time and focus on what I want to do with my career instead of waiting until after I'm married, until I have to make decisions based on other people in my life. And so I don't think that waiting is a good idea. I take their advice, I listen to it, I process it, and I basically tell them to fuck off because it's my life. These are my decisions. And I'm like, I don't think that your advice is valid in my life for my decisions and what I want in life. This is what I want to do. This is the right time. As I transition into a new career, getting my MBA, going back to grad school, yes, I may be wasting my GI Bill, but this is a time for me to figure out what I want to do and just learn. Be selfish and learn a ton of stuff. I want to learn how to day trade. I want to learn about finances, accounting, how to create a business. I don't care if the school system is flawed, if it's not a great place, if they only teach you how to go down one path. I am going into this knowing this, taking everything with a grain of salt, but this is my transitional path. This is the one that I have chosen to take. This is the one that works for me and my life. And I understand that people want to help me. I understand that they have advice. Maybe they've been there. Maybe some of these people have gone through MBA programs and they didn't think that it was useful, and they didn't think that it was going to help them get to where they needed to be. But I need this time, and I need this move for me. And I think that's something that I have learned recently, is to listen to me. I am the only one paying my bills. I am the one putting food into my mouth. I am the one who pays for the electricity. I am the one going to bed at night, sleeping well. These are my decisions. And listening to friends, family, neighbors, they mean well, but they aren't in my shoes. They're not the ones that are here at night. They're not the ones making the decisions. They are not the ones that the decisions are going to impact. It is going to be my life. And I know I'm making the right choice. I know I don't have to tell you guys. Maybe I'm just telling myself. Because I was in those shoes 5 years ago where everyone told me I couldn't join the military. They said, you can't make it, you can't do it. And everyone told me, they're like, you know, it's going to be hard. You know, you don't have freedom. Like, you don't have the autonomy to live your own life. And it's super challenging. And I said, yes, that is why I want to do it. And like, I wanted to go out and prove myself. I wanted to build something. And they all told me I was stupid. They said I was making the worst decision of my life. And, 5 years later, it's the best decision I've ever made. And I'm in the same spot, them telling me that leaving the military is the stupidest decision that I'm going to make. And, I keep telling them, I'm like, this is the best decision for me. This is going to work out. I have a plan. I have lots of plans. If one of them works out, great, but this is it. This is my life. These are my decisions. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited for my next step, my next move. I'm excited to get my MBA and learn and focus on myself. I'm excited for them to pick up all this furniture tomorrow, and I'm excited to take a shower because I am disgusting right now. But this is why I am leaving the military and getting my MBA. And it may not be the right decision for you, but it is the right decision for me. And that's my life.